The letter from home. Michael Walker had spent the last 6 months stationed in a remote desert outpost overseas. The days were long, the nights even longer, and the only thing keeping him going was the promise of returning home to his wife, Emily, and their 6-year-old daughter, Lily. Every night, he read Lily's last letter, where she wrote in her shaky handwriting, "Daddy, I miss you. When will you come home? Mommy says soon," but soon is taking forever. It was taking forever. Emily had been his high school sweetheart, the love of his life. They had built a small but happy home in a quiet town in Texas. Before he left, they had painted Lily's bedroom together, a soft sky blue, filled with glow-in-the-dark stars. He had promised he'd be back before she had to replace those stars, but war didn't care about promises. One evening, while standing guard, a letter arrived. He recognized Emily's handwriting and tore it open with trembling fingers. "Michael, there's no easy way to say this. Lily's sick. She's in the hospital, and the doctors, they aren't sure how much time we have. She keeps asking for you. I don't know what to tell her anymore. Please, come home. We need you." Michael's world shattered. He pressed the letter against his chest, his knees buckling beneath him. He had faced combat, seen the worst of humanity, but nothing prepared him for this. He had to get home. The military was strict, but his commanding officer saw the desperation in his eyes and approved emergency leave. The flight home was agonizing. Every second was a lifetime. When he finally landed in Texas, he didn't stop to breathe. He ran to the hospital. Emily met him at the entrance, her face pale, her eyes red-rimmed. "She's been waiting for you," she whispered. He pushed through the door and saw his little girl, frail and small in a too-big hospital bed. Tubes and machines surrounded her, but when her tired eyes met his, she managed the tiniest smile. "Daddy," Michael knelt beside her, clutching her tiny hand in both of his. His voice cracked. "Hey, baby girl, I'm home." Lily's fingers tightened around his. "You promised." Tears streamed down his face. "And I keep my promises." For the next few days, he never left her side. He read her stories, told her about the stars he had seen in the desert, and played her favorite lullabies. And then, one night, with her hand still in his, she closed her eyes for the last time. Michael held her, rocking her gently, whispering, "I love you," over and over again. The funeral was small, just family and close friends. Afterward, Michael and Emily returned home to an empty house, the silence unbearable. That night, he walked into Lily's room. The glow-in-the-dark stars still twinkled on the ceiling. He lay on her bed staring at them, tears soaking the pillow. And then, he made another promise. He would live for her. He would make sure her light never faded.